Okay, Mike, we are live for our first ever, maybe our only ever, I don't know, 25 questions with Dr. Noah and Dr. Mike.
Well, let's. You just want to run down before we get started, real quick, what we have going on for the fall, or you want to wait to the
Yeah,
end?
yeah, no, quick. October 12th, in-office lecture on working healthfully at home. October 22nd, Saturday, is going to be a dinner with the acupuncturists. We have a couple dates that we have to determine. We're gonna have two Ask Us Anythings. We're gonna have another in-office lecture, and then we're gonna have our annual food drive, which will run from October 14th to December 2nd.
And the last one was the de-stress for the holidays in
Right.
November 16th.
That's it, right?
Yeah, cool. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
25 questions for Dr. Noah. What you didn't know, but were afraid to ask. What time did you wake up this morning?
This morning I woke up at 3:28 a.m.
What time do you usually wake up?
My normal time, according to my Aura Ringer tracker, is 4:10 a.m. on
Okay,
average, and my normal bedtime is 9:07.
cool. All right, question number two. How would you describe yourself?
Um, very routine oriented, extremely routine oriented. Um, Very caring person. Actually, Noah means one who cares, and definitively a team player.
Cool. Number three. What does your typical breakfast look like?
All right. So for the last, I would say almost 2 years, I intermittent fast every day. I do what would be considered almost like a brunch intermittent fast, where around 10 o'clock, I have coffee with some collagen creamer in it and a keto crisp bar. It's, maybe total about 300 calories. And then we have lunch around 1 o'clock, all of us. And to mix it in every once in a while, I will have an oats overnight, which I like for a treat. And I break all of that when I'm on vacation. I'll eat 3 huge meals a day, including breakfast.
Nice. Uh, cool. Where is the coolest place you've ever been?
That's a good question. I like to think I've been to a lot of cool places, but one of the coolest things that ever happened to us on vacation was we went to Disneyland in California. And one of the iconic things in Disneyland is this enormous Ferris wheel with a big Mickey logo in the center. And somehow, miraculously, we got an upgrade to this enormous room. And for a week, we were right in front of that Ferris wheel, and it was just really a cool experience. Lucky.
Awesome. Very nice. What are some of the? Wait, hold on. Any other cool places you want to touch upon?
We love Mohonk Mountain House, and
Okay.
one of the cool places that we are going to that we have scheduled for next year is the Big Cedar Lodge in Missouri that we just made our flight arrangements for this morning, and we're all really excited for.
Sweet. Very nice. Number five. What are some of the best books or studies you've ever read?
Yeah, you and I are both avid readers. I listed I think 4 or 5 books. These are older books, but they're still most likely my favorite. Two are from Ayn Rand, which is Atlas Shrugged and Fountainhead. Illusions by Bach, and Zen in the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Those 4 books are still think to this day my favorite books I've ever read, and I revisit them and read them and reread them and re-listen to them every couple years.
Very nice. What is the health habit that you are most proud of?
Oh, definitely under chiropractic care for just about 35 years.
Wow. Uh, it was your mom who took you to
Yeah,
Dr.
that's my
Elliott.
story. Yep,
Yeah.
my story now. My chiropractor then. I'm his chiropractor now, and he's still my chiropractor too. But
Cool.
35 years.
Very nice. What is your favorite supplement of all time?
Yeah, this was a tough one for me to choose, but and some of these sometimes I think are top of mind because we are always experimenting, Mike. But one of the supplement that I've been using for about a year or so, on and off, particularly when I need to be really focused or really on or have a really long day, is a nootropic called Blue Canatine from Transcriptions, and it's actually a little troche, meaning it's like a little square that you put in between your gums, and it's a combination of methylene blue, caffeine, nicotine, and CBD, and it's amazing. And I can't exactly, I can't explain the physiology, but if you take this blue carnitine and you're in the sun, it is the supercharge you get and the feeling and how you feel, and it's amazing. It's an amazing supplement.
Nice. Very nice. You have a second?
Hmm. No, just tried and true vitamin D3 K2.
Got it. Tell me something that makes you smile.
Undeniably, watching both my kids succeed in sports. I'll take that over almost anything.
Cool. What's your favorite quality in a person?
Authenticity.
Pretty, pretty good. Number 10, what name a place that you would love to visit?
Pretty generic. As we age and our kids, our kids are still home, but in a couple years they're not going to be. I want to do a couple trips to Europe. I would say most likely riverboat cruising or something like that, where we could see a lot of things. I don't think we'll be doing Europe with the kids. I think that time has passed, so that'll be with Carrie and I.
Nice. Here's a really good one, number 11. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Yeah, it's a great one. I'm by far and away a Marvel fan, but if I was to have a superpower, it wouldn't be in the Marvel realm. It would be in the DC realm, and it would be the Green Lantern ring for sure. For those of you who know the Green Lantern, the green ring is only limited by your willpower and creativity. So the ring can almost do anything that you could think of, or you have a strong enough will to create. So I would take that for sure.
Cool. Name 3 things you can't live without.
Oh, caffeine, only thing I'm addicted to. Uh, full disclosure, without a doubt. Exercise. I'm exercise every single day, and family.
Cool. What's your favorite TV show that you used to watch?
Favorite show of all time is X-Files, but I'll give you a second place is once. Oh my God, I forgot the name. My second favorite show. I forgot the name. Once not what? Yeah, Once Upon a Time is my
Once
second
upon.
favorite show.
Nice. What did you want to be when you were younger?
Definitely 100% paleontologist. That's a person who looks for fossils and dinosaur bones and that kind of stuff.
Awesome. That's cool. What's the best piece of advice you were ever given?
Listen to this closely, guys. It could possibly be Mike's as well. I'm not sure. I didn't check. It's none of your business what other people think of you.
100%. Tony Palermo.
Yep.
Remember
Yep.
sitting?
Great chiropractor.
Yep. We were sitting in CLA headquarters, I think, when he dropped that on us.
It's none of your business what other people think of you.
Awesome. Do you like surprises?
Yes.
That's not really.
Yeah. Depends on what kind of surprise, right?
Alrighty. Name a movie that made you cry.
I'm an easy crier, but the first Shrek, I cried, and
Okay.
I'll give you a second one, Avatar.
Awesome. Both good movies. Name your favorite type of music.
Definitely heavy metal, progressive rock. Favorite band of all time is Dream Theater, and I've probably been to 150 concerts or shows in my life.
All right. It's 148 more than me. How do you like to spend your downtime?
That just tinkering around in my yard and my garden. Definitely enjoy. Even this morning, I was doing it like at 7:40 in the morning. So I like it.
What's something you're afraid of?
I'll give you two. Um, and I don't, being afraid of something, wouldn't necessarily like to admit that, or you want to say you're not really afraid of anything, but I really am exceedingly cautious about ticks because they carry diseases that are very, very hard to handle. So, I carry a tick key all the time with me and do tick checks on me and the kids constantly. And not being able to support my family has always been something that I've always been a little bit concerned of or afraid of.
All right. Tell me about the best traits you got from your parents.
Early riser from my mom, 100%. Um, and the last two from my dad. My dad is maybe too forgiving, but I'll say forgiving and a high level of compassion.
Awesome. Two, three really good traits. Do you have a pet peeve?
Inability to forgive. I'm a good forgiver. I'm not really into not being able to forgive people.
Okay. What are some things you're most grateful for?
Great friend. I'll give you two. Great friends throughout my lifetime, and that includes you and Charlie and Maris, and then my friends from high school and some other friends that we have collectively. Just a ton of great friends, and I'll say very grateful for my wife's commitment to Hayden and Kellen for sure.
Cool. What's the one thing you had to learn the hard way?
Uh, my whole life honoring my sleep, and it's hard. It's hard even now. Um, I need to get to bed pretty early. As you know, the first question you ask is what time you get up. I got up at 3:28. I got to get to bed pretty early, and that's not always easy, but it's really, really important.
Cool. Last one. If not a chiropractor, then what?
I really can only see myself being some sort of teacher or educator. I really don't see myself doing anything. I don't have any incredible math mind, and I'm not a Mr. Fix It. I'm not really great at computers, but I could definitely teach or educate for sure.
Awesome. Cool. Very good.
You ready, buddy?
Yeah, let's roll.
All right. So if anybody has any questions or comments, because we're going to email this out to everybody tomorrow, that would be really fun.
Yeah.
So same set of questions for Dr. Mike. 25. Mike, what time did you wake up this morning?
7:10. Normally get up between 7 and 7:30.
If you had your druthers, what time would you get up?
12.
All right, good.
For sure.
Good.
12. If we could bypass the morning, it would be awesome.
Okay. How would you describe yourself?
I actually don't even remember writing this, but driven with a sprinkling of empathy.
Cool.
Yeah. Feeling very Shakespearean there. But
yeah,
okay.
you're definitely driven. There's no doubt. Typical breakfast for yourself.
Coffee with element, chocolate salt element. Right there.
That's really good in coffee.
Phenomenal. Man. Phenomenal. I have intermittent fasted for years. Was it maybe 10 years? And there are times when I may have some bacon on the weekend that is very rare. On vacation, I will have breakfast, but I could care less about breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. Coolest place you've been?
The coolest place that I've been, and there are many, but number one, I would say, was Ireland. That was remarkable. That was a vacation before Denise and I got married. Second would be it was a vacation, and we literally drove down the coast of California. It was an amazing vacation.
I'd like to do that.
It was great in a convertible.
Really?
It was really, really cool.
I never knew you did that. I'd love to do something like that for sure.
Yeah.
Some of the best books or studies you've ever read?
Without a doubt, the one I'm reading now, whatever one that is, one of my true passions. I have at the time we wrote these out, I had 617 books read in my Audible library. It is now 623. And the last best one I read was Gary V's 12 and a half. Really, really good book.
That'll be my next one. I was just thinking about this when you said it. So you have 617 books in your Audible, and that's somewhere around $20 a book. That's like $12,000,
Yeah.
and personal.
Yep.
I mean, that shows a real commitment and a real passion to reading and learning.
It is how I do almost, I would say 99% of all my book reading is now verbal audio. And there's a couple, when I really like them, I will get a hard copy of the book. And then there's a couple that aren't on Audible that I'll buy, but it's very rare that I actually buy a hardcover book today. Just, go ahead.
I was gonna say I get the hardcover books and I take them like on my vacations and stuff like that. That's the only real time that I'm getting books.
Awesome.
All righty. What is the health habit that you're most proud of?
Well, I've lost 100 pounds since 2001, and kept it off. So that's a pretty cool one. And then the other one, more recent, is walking every day, 10,000 plus steps a day for the last 2.5 years after being in the hospital for COVID. So I made sure, because all I wanted to do was lay down, and that wasn't going to end well, is get out and walk, and being able to track everything that I do for the past 5 years, being able to get 10,000 steps every single day.
Do you know what your average is? Because I know it's more than 10,000.
Yeah, I think the average is 12,600.
Yeah, mine's about 11
too. Yeah, 6 miles a day about.
That's a lot. That's a lot, and it's a long time, and that just shows consistency.
Yeah.
Favorite supplement of all time?
The big game changer, and it started in July, is inositol. Andrew Huberman's podcast. It is with COVID and long haul symptoms of COVID, your heart rate is elevated for extended period of time. And this was the game changer for me. And like you said, we both will experiment with different supplementation. This one, without a doubt, I make sure I have it with me at all times. I've actually stopped doing almost all the other ones that I had been doing, including melatonin, California poppy, GABA. Really only need the inositol, and that really has gotten me the best night's sleep ever. And it's actually considered for anxiety. I am not an anxious person, but it definitely impacted my sleep for sure. And I learned a lot of this too. I mean, having multiple certifications, being a chiropractor, looking for alternative ways of getting and staying healthy is on podcasts, and you're an avid podcast listener yourself. But I and along with those 600 plus books, I've listened to every single Rob Wolf podcast, David Sinclair, Andrew Huberman, Ben Greenfield, Tim Ferriss, and Paul Chek. I've listened to every single one. They always have fascinating tidbits on and takeaways on health and well-being.
I agree. Those are great. I just ordered a inositol this morning. I'm gonna rotate it into my different sleep stacks. I have a couple different sleep stacks. One of the things I've learned from Andrew Huberman was that even like glycine, which I was using every day, it's probably good to cycle in and off, or take it,
Yep.
don't take it every day. And so I'm gonna tinker around with the inositol too.
Yep.
Because I found when I don't have my best night sleeps or my readiness is not that great, it's always when my heart rate is elevated. So if this can decrease my heart rate, I think that's going to help a big time.
Cool.
All right. Tell me something that makes you smile.
Effort. It's plain and simple. I like to see people, including myself, that put in the effort. I try to surround myself. I do surround myself with people who put in a genuine effort. The result is not the goal; it is the effort. It is from Sean Croxton. Who you become in aiming for that goal. It's the effort for sure.
Yeah, it's a great answer. Favorite quality in a person?
Very similar to you. I think there's not much difference between authenticity and somebody being genuine.
Agree. Agree. Name a place that you would love to visit.
I'd love to visit the pyramids. I'm fascinated by that, and I would definitely love and plan to go on vacation with Denise to Italy. Two places for sure.
You you had an Italy trip planned that got squashed by COVID, right? I think.
Yes, we did. We had a trip planned.
All right. Superpower. What would it be?
Time travel
For what?
for whatever I want.
Good.
There's so many things in history that I'd love to go back and actually be there to see what the truth is, but also go into the future and see what the truth is there too.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I like that. Name three things you can't live without.
My health, my family, and a figure outable attitude. Everything. It's from I just forgot her name. Jen Forleo. Everything is figure outable. It's all figure outable.
Marie
Marie
Forleo.
Forleo. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's where that comes from. She's great.
Everything is figure outable.
Great quote.
Yep.
Your favorite TV show of all time?
I want to say it is The Sopranos
Great show.
with X Files a close second. I love the X Files. I was in chiropractic school when it was on and would wait to go out until that was over. And The Sopranos were must-watch TV.
I remember when the X-Files first came out, it was on Friday nights, and then
Yep.
as the series went on, it would turn to, I think it was a Sunday night show.
It was a Sunday night.
And
Yep.
I think Sopranos was Sunday night too, right?
Yeah, it was a Sunday night. Absolutely.
What did you want to be when you were younger?
A doctor. Wanted to be a doctor from when I was a kid.
Best piece of advice you've ever been given?
The only comparison is to the old you, the person who you were. Comparing yourself to other people is fruitless.
Where'd that come from, or you first heard that from?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's a good
So
one.
long ago. I don't know where I heard it or who I heard it from.
Do you like surprises?
Yes. Who doesn't like surprises?
Name a movie that made you cry.
It's a Wonderful Life. For sure. It's actually one of the only times I saw my father cry was in A Wonderful Life.
Ooh, all right, that's a good one.
Yeah.
A good one. That's good. Favorite type of music?
1970s music, and that is really brought to the forefront in all of the Marvel movies and Frank Sinatra.
Ooh, quite different than me.
Just a little.
How do you like to spend your downtime?
Time with my wife Denise, home improvements and renovations. I love working on the house, reading while walking Cooper. So listening while walking Cooper.
Oh, we got a comment. Somebody commented, said, "Yes, I like X-Files." So we're not the only ones. The truth is out there, right, Mike?
That is right. The truth is out there.
You walk Cooper quite long distance every night, right?
Yeah, we walk Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays we walk twice a day. It's probably hour and a half to 2 hours. He needs to walk. He's a hound. He really needs to get out there. And at night, it's at least an hour, if not a little longer.
Oof. Tell me, oh no, what's something you're afraid of?
Really not afraid of much. The only thing I could say is running out of time.
It's a good one, really good
So
one.
I think that goes back to my superpower of time travel.
Yeah, connected them. I like running out of time. That's a good one for sure.
Yep.
Tell me about the best trait you got from your parents.
Good one. My mom is empathy and my dad is drive, for
Yeah,
sure.
I could see that for sure. Do you have a pet peeve?
I got two. Uh, Slow drivers in the left lane. Get out of the way,
There you go.
people. And the other thing is, I don't understand people who don't put their shopping carts back. People, just put your cart back.
It's very simple, right?
Yep.
What are some things you're most grateful for?
My health, my family, chiropractic, life spent making a difference, and being an entrepreneur.
Those are all
I think
good
that covered it.
Yeah, it covers it pretty comprehensively. What's one thing you had to learn the hard way?
Finances, for sure. Uh, Had to learn it. It was ever evolving in getting that right.
Yeah, for sure. And
Yep.
finally, if not a chiropractor, then what?
I would say probably a builder. Just something that I enjoy doing and have gotten better and better at it. And I really enjoy. There's a deep sense of satisfaction in starting and completing a job that you did with your own hands.
My God, Mike, those are this is one of the few things where we totally totally differ. That's these are one of those few things that are polar opposites. But I know that in you. I know that you love when there's a job done, even something simple as fixing a computer in the office.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's it.
All right, that was a lot of fun. We're going to email this out to you guys. Oh, we got another comment. You all are both outstanding.
Thanks,
Keep up the
Crystal.
great work. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All righty, October 12th, next one in office, live event. See you guys tomorrow in the office.
All right, guys. Have a great night.